Okay, this is Visions by Stevie Wonder. And hello everyone, I'm Sean Cheek. Welcome to Easy Piano Lessons. The website is www.webpianoteacher.com, or you can contact me at easypianolessons@yahoo.com. And here's part one by special request. And what I did, this is a little bit difficult to transcribe because you have there's not a keyboard part that I hear in the arrangement. There's a string bass and two guitars. Sounds like one acoustic and one electric, and they're all kind of mixing together with different things. And you try to match the arrangement as close as you can with the keyboard part. But so what I have on the my electric keyboard here is a chorus sound and a reverb to kind of give it just a little bit of wetness to the sound. If you just have a piano, that'll work too. If you have a keyboard, you might want to experiment a little bit. Try to get something with a little more of an electric piano sound. I think would be better. Now, what we have here in the right hand, what I did is I just transcribed the guitar parts and the string bass, and then so let's do that. These first two boxes here are repeated over and over again. The first two, 1, 2. And I think you repeat it 4 times in the intro, and then you do it 1.5 more times when the singing starts, once Stevie starts singing. So let's look at this here. We have an F sharp below middle C, then a B, then a D, then an E. Well, that's a dissonant chord. It's supposed to sound that way. All right, then we have F sharp to C. Bum, bum. So F sharp to middle C sharp. And the rhythm is bum, bum, bum. Again, bum, bum, bum. Okay? And then we have this electric guitar up here going. So we move up to B above middle C. And we go B, C sharp. Okay? And then we play that C sharp again. And then play it again, and then move down to B. Now I put curved lines there because on the guitar you can do what's called a hammer or a pull-off, and that's where you don't pick the string for the second note. You just do the fingering on the left hand to make the second note. So we want to make the C sharp softer, and on this one make the B softer because we're pulling off of that on the guitar. So. Now I just wrote the string bass part verbatim here. We're going to start with, since we're doing keyboard, you can do a B octave on that first one if you want, but we're down here. And then we're going to play that B again, this low B. Alright, and then C sharp, then D, then F sharp, then C sharp again, and then a B. And if you're careful about the way you play it, it'll sound kind of cool. And the rhythm is here, you play the B octave, and then don't use the pedal too much because way down low it'll really blur. So okay, so let's put hands together on this first measure here. Gotta hurry. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, so see how these go together, these go together, these go together. This C sharp B is fast, bum bum, and this one is slow. One more time on the first box. Okay, second box. G sharp, C sharp, D sharp, E. Okay, dissonant. And then G sharp, D sharp, bum, bum, bum. And then the electric guitar has a middle C sharp. And then up to a high C sharp to a D sharp, D sharp again, down to a C sharp. So, starting there. Okay, so left hand's going to have, you can do a C sharp octave. Now I know on the string bass it's probably not doing an octave, but on the keyboard you want to do that. So C sharp, and then just a single G sharp here, and a single F sharp. Okay? So this second box, hands together, is again. Okay, so those are the first two boxes. and you do them, you repeat them several times. 4 times for the intro, with not much variance. And then the singing starts and you do it, I think, 1.5 more times. So you do, these 2 boxes, and then you do this box after that just once. Okay, so you do it that one time. And then we go to here. Okay? So anyway, you'll be able to tell when you're listening to it. You do these 2 boxes over and over again. And then you'll hear the big chord change. Whenever it changes, that's when you start this part. Okay, so that's where you start this, whatever the change is. And we have G, A, C sharp, F sharp. Okay? And then we're going to have G, A again separately. G, A, and then back up to F sharp. Left hand's on an A octave. Alright, and so for this box here we have just bum, 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 bum. And you kind of fill in a little bit with the rhythm. You can go a little bit of left hand fill. But I definitely do an octave here on your left hand, and then, thumb and pinky maybe at the end. Okay? 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we come to this. Really cool chords in here. F, A, B, E. And then F, A, E. Left hand's on a G octave, so we just kind of slide everything down. 4 counts on that box as well. Moving on, A, C, E flat, G. Left hand's on an F octave. Ba, 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 ba. I'm playing it twice, but it's just once. It's just 4 counts. And then you come here, G, B flat, C, F, and then F, C, F. Okay. Left hand's on an E flat octave here, low. Okay, and then we get here, we have A flat, B flat, D, F sharp. Left hand's on an F sharp octave, and you just roll it, and you hold it for 8 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now when we start this part, it's really these 2 measures again, because we go back to the singing like you had at the beginning of the song, but it's the guitar part is doing something a little different, so I thought I'd throw this in for you for a little variation. And we're going to go D, C sharp, B, F sharp, C sharp, F sharp, B, F sharp. Right like that. Bum, 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 bum. Hold the pedal down. Just keep your hand in that position. Do that measure twice. Left hand's on a B octave here. So we have... That kind of mimics what the 2 guitars are doing together. Kind of, squeeze it together there. And then here we have E, D sharp, C sharp. Then up to a G sharp, D sharp, G sharp, C sharp, G sharp. Lots of sharps. And you do that measure 2 times as well. So do these measures over and over again. 2 times, 2 times, 2 times, 2 times for the next part of the song. Change. Back to here. Okay, so a lot of neat chords in that. Chords you don't play very often in music today. So anyway, hope you enjoy it.